Hervé, what do you think are the market segments addressed by Xtera's New Wave Optima platform?
New Wave Optima is the platform we introduced beginning of 2011, and it's meant to address multiple segments. First of all, terrestrial long-haul transmission. Second, submarine networks for unrepeated links and also regional repeated links.
And what are the underlying technologies on which Xtera's products are based?
So New Wave Optima is the first platform we introduced with the 100G capability. And this advanced technology has proven to be really important for us. Then, obviously, the line system has always been one of the core technology of Xtera Communications. And for New Wave Optima, we introduced, I would say, all combinations you can imagine, going from EDFA to EDFA plus Raman to all Raman, giving all possibilities in terms of bandwidth. Then we introduced ROADM technology for multi-degree node, which are colorless and directionless, and we've deployed this feature in 2011. And finally, the emergence of the new standard OTN has proven also to be important. It's already used in New Wave Optima, and we are going towards OTN switching on this platform.
What are the major performance indicators offered by Xtera?
Related to transmission, there are several indicators. First one is obviously the capacity per fiber pair. A New Wave Optima is capable today of 15 terabits, consisting of 150 channels at 100G. With a very standard approach, 50 gigahertz spacing, something not so fancy, so leaving room for improvement. Second indicator is certainly the optical reach, and we can do more than 3,000 kilometers. And we already deployed in 2011 an all-optical link at 100G of 2,500 kilometers. So these are the two main indicators. For some market segments, you may have other indicators, such as the capacity for a given reach for unrepeated submarine. There we have seen a dramatic change by the introduction of 100G compared to 10G. We've done 3.4 terabits over 430 kilometers. And that's a very significant change compared to what we were able to do at 10G, at least in the worst conditions of a factor of 2 on the capacity per fiber pair, and most probably around a factor of 5 generally.
How do you differentiate yourself with respect to the competition? And are there any industry firsts or records achieved by Xtera in the long-haul transport segment that you think are really indicative of that differentiation?
With the introduction of New Wave Optima in 2011, we did break some records, some indicators. We were the first to introduce soft decision FEC for 100G technology, and this has proven to be very important, for example, in terms of reach, to make the kind of link I was talking about with 2,500 kilometers. At the same time, the density of our product is outstanding. We are capable of having 2.5 terabit per rack, and this is a dramatic improvement compared to 10G technology. And also, we have seen a lot of announcement in 2011 in terms of deployments at 100G, but we've done the largest deployment in the world. You know, in 2011, we deployed a large backbone in Mexico, 22,000 kilometers of routes at 100G. That was a very significant step for the company.
Has Xtera announced any recent customer wins?
The most recent wins, well, one I just discussed. This one is Mexico. We have deployed a terrestrial optical mesh with over 100 sites and a total distance of 22,000 kilometers. The whole network at 100G, multi-purpose, and not only national goals, but international goals. Another important announcement in my mind was the GBI win. GBI is a service provider based in Qatar, and with deployments over the Middle East, to India, to Europe, and we are providing them with their optical infrastructure for terrestrial and also submarine upgrades. So we did deployments such as the crossing of Mediterranean at 100G. All the deployments have been made at 100G, and that was the first commercial repeated submarine link.
Why did you win it? Just on technology, or were there other factors?
Well, most of the wins we do are a mix of technology, obviously price level. Price is obviously the number one factor today in telecom, but also methodology. I would say a small company, agile company like Xtera is capable of addressing projects which are more difficult for large incumbents. So deployments and our operational ability, and also in terms of product, we always talk about optical performance, but once the product is deployed, the performance is a given, and what's important is the element management system, the network management system. And this is an area where Xtera has been devoting a lot of effort since day one.
And what are Xtera's plans for the midterm?
Well, something which we've deployed or developed in the recent years is extending the addressable market of Xtera. We started by developing network elements and corresponding software and going into terrestrial and then submarine. Now we have started to do turnkey projects for submarine. In 2011 we did 2 of those, one of which was with the AT&T in the Pacific. We had a press release about it. And so submarine turnkey projects is an area where we are growing. Another area in terrestrial this time where I think we'll have more and more activities is OTN. OTN is quite complementary to what we've done so far, as I said, in terms of 100G, in terms of ROADM. And 2012 and 2013 are going to be very important in this field for Xtera.